What's up, Buck fans? We're Bucs Talk back with another game preview. Today we're going to do Week 12's matchup, the Kansas City Chiefs versus the Buccaneers. The first thing you want to look at with the Chiefs, yes, they got a great offense defensively to attack them. Do one thing, run the ball. The Bucs don't do that very often. You see here the Buccaneers are number one against the run, but where are the Chiefs at? Down near the bottom of the barrel. So attack a weakness, please. Let's get this offense working how it should work. Because guess what? The running game produces for everything else. But plus, I'll let you touch on the running game. How should they attack it?
I'm hoping they understand to get the ball to Ronald Jones, number 27. He is our best running back, and they need to continue to feed him. Even if it's not working early, they need to continue to give him the football throughout the game instead of wasting carries with number 28, who just doesn't know where to go with the football. So I like to see them utilize plays like this where they're getting guys out in front of Rojo, getting some kick out blocks. You've seen them do it before where they pull their tackles or pull their guards and get their running backs out in space and let Rojo work behind them. Their linebackers are slow to read and digest. The Chiefs are, that is, and you got to be able to take advantage of that because they're slow to get to their spots, and that's something Rojo can definitely have success with. Now you're going to see they're going to translate that into play action, something that we should do quite often. Even if we're not running the ball well, you need to use motion, you need to use play action. As you see, there's going to be space here over the middle of the field, another area where we should attack. Look at all that space, and that could be easily Mike Evans, Chris Godwin, etc.
Yeah, like you're saying, we suggest these things. It's another thing if the Bucs do it. Play action works every time. The defense has to react. You can see these linebackers suck in here because they have to read to what the quarterback's doing. He's faking the ball, pulling it back out. Then they have to react. But this guy's already wide open. You can see our number 13, Mike Evans, in that situation. Antonio Brown, Chris Godwin. Find ways to get easier decisions for Tom Brady. Don't just force it to be, oh, the QB is the offense. We'll make the offense be easier to read. And then you see again, play action fakes, giving your guy opportunities to read multiple options. You got one, you got two, you got three. You got levels, concepts here all across the field. Make it easier to read. And that's all we're asking for this offense to do. It's not just Tom Brady taking control.
Yeah, exactly. And you look at it here, just, getting guys out in space. You see the open field there, you attack it. You see that the safety's playing a little bit back. He's matched up with the tight end Darren Waller. You have a nice play action to the right here. It freezes the linebackers there because they have to read to the run, so they can't get out to Waller quick enough. And it's just a nice little option there. And you see the clear out by the far wide receiver lets that space happen, and you get a easier first down because of it. Just look at all that space there. They have to react to it late, and then it's already too late because Waller is just a man, and he's going to demolish. Again, here, play action fake, a nice play here. They're going to get Waller in the back of the end zone wide open. I mean, look at that hole. I mean, anybody can make that pass. And that's what we're trying to get. And you see, again, that the far side linebacker, he's going to get frozen here because of the motion. And then also the play action fake. He doesn't know where exactly to go. He looks for his man, but then his man's already by him, and it's just way too late, as that's an easy 6 there for the Oakland Raiders.
Yeah, absolutely. It's just scheming your guys open. The Bucs have run similar plays to this. We have the personnel. We have Brate. We have Gronkowski. Find ways to attack. And they got a weakness at the linebacker position. Attack that weakness. Stop trying to force the ball down the field. People will think, oh, well, you guys were wrong on this one. Guys, we're just showing you where they're weak. We're trying to hope that the Bucs will learn and attack the weakness instead of just running their down the field attack. So you look again. When you get those down the field attack moments, you got to hit them. I mean, Gronkowski one-on-one with anyone on this team, he's going to win. So find a way to get your tight ends involved. I don't care if it's Gronkowski or Brate, find a way. Do you agree?
Absolutely, yeah. You have to isolate your matchups. You have to find ways to get them one-on-one. This is a great job here of using a trips formation, and they have a clear out towards the middle. They isolate Waller on the outside. So it's just a good job of getting your guy on the weakest opponent and going after that. And like you said, you have to execute it when it is there because you don't get these opportunities all the time. So you have to make sure you hit on these and and get the big plays that you're looking for. Yeah, I was just going to say, same concept here. Again, one-on-one matchups here at the bottom of your screen. Again, they're running a vertical concept with, their twins to the left here, and then they have a tight end going down the field as well. So there's options here to attack, and you just have to make sure you're hitting on them, like you said, being accurate.
Yeah, and this is Nelson Aguilar. We face Nelson Aguilar. He's more of a speed threat. Imagine this is Mike Evans or Chris Godwin. Those are way better one-on-one matchup type of guys. Get them the ball in space. Just make sure it's an accurate throw, like I just touched on. And then when they give you space, attack that space. Look at this. We've been doing this as of late. Mike Evans with the quick passes, Chris Godwin with the screens, but take what the defense is giving you. Don't force feed things. Execute accordingly.
When you have opportunities like this, you have this kind of look that they're going to present quite often because they don't want to get beat downfield. This is something where you just have to take it. You have to continue to be consistent with it. Make sure you take these easy yards because that's going to be the difference in the game where you're setting up, second and third and manageables as we transition to the real strength of their team, the Chiefs offense.
And who's that led by? Pretty much the best player in the game right now, Patrick Mahomes. But it's not just Mahomes being great. That offense is schemed correctly. They know how to do a lot of RPOs, even though they don't have a great running game. But this little play action, little RPO movement, forces wide open spots. All this space is going to get taken up. It's just an easier read for the quarterback, and the quarterback is pretty damn good at throwing the ball. What do you see here?
Defense is reactionary, and you use that to your advantage with the play action fake. So the RPO, like Mark said, they utilize it very well, and just creating that much space to get easy yards for your quarterback and your offense. That you got to take it. Again, RPO here. Again, this is a tighter window throw, but it creates just enough space because number 44 has to wait on the run action. So it gives opportunities for the inside slant. And it's just a nice little flick of the wrist from Patrick Mahomes as he makes it look so pretty.
Yeah, a little sidearm action, but look how quickly, there's not much of a window. The player's right there. Patrick Mahomes just can make plays that not every quarterback can make. But the offense is schemed to perfection. Again, getting your guys open in space. Tyreek Hill, probably the fastest player in the game. Get the playmaker the ball in space because you have guys here blocking for him, and he picks up 10 yards, and it seems like a blink of an eye. How do you stop this?
You don't stop it. This guy is he's just so fast. And like you said, they utilize him in so different many ways. There was a couple plays we didn't put in this film study, but the way they utilize him is just ridiculous. And he's just so damn quick. Here you're going to see it again. This is what I would love to see us do with a Mike Evans or Chris Godwin, etc. It's just a simple clear out pattern where you have two guys going down the field. You open up the slot receiver with the out route, and it's a nice play because you have all that space for him to work with, and he's going to get definitely yards after the catch.
Speed and space is a dangerous thing. Biggest thing with Tyreek Hill, containment. If he's going to catch it, he's going to get a catch. Let's be honest. They know how to scheme him open. It's just don't let him get that massive amount of yards after the catch, which they did in the Rams game. That's what cost them early on in the game. So you gotta tackle. Once you're there, wrap up, finish the tackle, especially here. So Mahomes being Mahomes, look at this tight window. Their play action again, their running game, like I touched on, isn't the best, but it doesn't matter because they're going to have to read and react. Look at that window. There's a beeline straight to Tyreek Hill. It's hard to stop. You're going to have to slow it down, limit the damage. But Tyreek Hill and Mahomes are a nasty combination.
Oh, yeah. Chemistry is on point, and now we're going to see even a bigger matchup that scares me the most and Travis Kelce because the things that he can do just because of his size and speed. Again, this is a perfectly designed play. It opens it up for him to get open. As you see a nice play action fake, you have Tyreek Hill running an over where he's going to take the safety with him. He's got the eyes of the corner looking at him as well. Travis Kelce's just going to go into that space where Tyreek Hill came from, and it's wide open and an easy pitch and catch for Mahomes and Kelce.
Like we just said, it's just utilizing your players in space. It's not just forcing the issue. We're scheming guys open. And then you have guys like there are plays like this, which Mahomes can just make look so easy, but it's extremely hard. Look at this throw to the sideline, and then from the other angle, it's even way more insane. He wants to go to Kelce immediately, pumps it, decides, oh hell, I got to get out of here. Look at this throw. I mean, that with perfect precision and accuracy, not many quarterbacks can make this. Like we said, you can't stop them. You can only slow them down. So containment is going to be huge all across the field. I'll let you touch on this one.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, here again, just getting outside the pocket. I mean, he is the only guy that can make these throws. Like, he's the only guy in the NFL that really can do these type of things. He's very special. Again, look at the run action here. That's going to cause the shift in the defense. Again, run action. Guys are moving towards that way. Then he gets outside of the pocket. He already sees his opportunity here. He's going to draw these defenders up because it looks like he might run, creates more of a hole, and then he's just able to laser this pinpoint accuracy.
And then why I think Travis Kelce is the most dangerous part, our linebackers in coverage are terrible. Let's just downright say it. They just don't know how to cover zones. So you can see our middle linebackers doing something like this. Kelce just runs to a spot, sits there, and you just hope coverage can be sound. I mean, it's been over and over again throughout the year. If our pressure doesn't get there, our linebackers can't cover. So you may see things like this. You hope they can contain it at least a little bit. Containment's the big key word here. Or what do you see?
No, I agree. It's definitely containment. You can't let him run around like this because he is a threat to run with it. So it's tough on your defense because they got to respect it. So I mean his ability to make plays outside the pocket, we have to make sure we contain. But here on this play again, you're sending pressure, and like I just said, his ability to make plays with his feet. I mean, you got to make sure you're finding ways to keep him inside that pocket and getting pressure in his face, because he can do things like this where he can easily just escape, and he'll go backwards at times and then he'll find ways to go forward. So he's just super athletic. It's going to be tough. But if you do get pressure, like I just said, in his face, you can force mistakes like this. And that's what we got to hope for, that the Bucs can do, enough times to slow them down.
So our front four, they have to play at a higher level. I mean, you're talking about Sue, Golson, Nacho. These guys are going to have to get in his face, force bad decisions, because Mahomes is a great player. He thinks he can make every throw. He pretty much can make every throw. Just more rushing a decision where the quarterback and the wide receiver aren't on the same page, where he thinks he's going to get hit. He's just going to trust someone to be there, and they're not there. So be opportunistic, but you got to get a 4-man rush. Enough of this 3-man rushing. It's just not working, guys. So Buccaneers, we gave you the blueprint. The Raiders gave you the blueprint. Let's see if you can execute it accordingly. I think it's going to be a shootout, guys. But with that said, if you haven't yet, subscribe down below, like, comment, and until the next one.